Like, have you seen the interview with Kanye where he was wearing a KKK hood, but all black instead of white, all pointy stuff? He had an interview with academics, and he was just like going at everybody, and then like he's been having like episodes, and it's been a long conversation of if he's in his right mind or not. And recently, like I showed you that song, he put out a song named Cousins. And well, he put out a tweet first talking about how him and his cousin used to do dirty things together when they were kids. And I'm like, what? Like, to announce that to the world, I mean,
It's probably the best
you
time to
have to
do it
be, you have to,
with all
no, but
that
I'm saying because he
LGBT.
didn't have to do that. So it's like, it has to be, to my head, I'm like, this dude is either on some like crazy, like,
Trying to give eyes,
what's the word for it?
rampage.
No, it's like a better in himself because he's getting rid of the past. Like it seems like to me, when somebody announced something like that for no reason, it seems like that's been hurting you. Like it's been stuck in your head over and over and over again. It's just been there, whatever, and you're just trying to let it out or something. And he finally let it out, whatever, and then he put a song out with it. It's either that or it's an attention grabber because he put out he's trying to get the attention on him. And from a lot of the moves that Kanye made, it seems like he seeks attention. And I mean, it makes sense because he got businesses. And to keep his name alive, even though it's through controversy, is still there.
Anytime you can have somebody talk about you in an entertainment business, it's probably a good thing.
And they're always talking about him because he's always saying some wild shit.
I know, and everybody always like it's like a known thing. Like Kanye's crazy; he does weird, crazy
Yeah,
things.
because when has Kanye put something out that was hard for us? I can't remember. Like I don't really listen to Kanye like
Gold
that.
digger.
So like, how is it that he's so relevant?
Because
You don't forget about Kanye.
his shoes.
That's one thing.
And his beats.
You don't forget about him. He can stop putting out music for 10 years, and somebody says Kanye, you'll know who Kanye is. So that's crazy. He has made a big enough impact. Branching off, probably.
He's a billionaire. I think he's a billionaire.
No, I think he was. I don't think he is anymore. But like to branch off like that. But when you look at his vision, though, like his vision of, he was a producer turned into rapper, and nobody believed he can rap. So he had that chip on his shoulder of like wanting to prove himself. And then he came out and made all these albums that people love, like The Graduation and 808 and Heartbreaks and stuff like that. But that's what I'm saying. For him to come out and say that, it's either he's trying to heal long term, or
he's looking for a partner,
or he needs attention. And people are saying that's no wonder he has such a problem with the South Park episode. You remember in South Park, Kanye West, it was the gay fish episode, where it kept saying that he was gay or something like that, gay fish or something. I don't remember it exactly, but I remember he didn't like that. And people are saying that maybe that rubbed off in that way because he has done gay things in the past. But like a lot of people will make fun of his situation of sucking that man his cousin's dug. But I just think I think they said he was 13 and his cousin was 11 or something like that. But when they're kids like that, man, that's trauma right there. And he said it was because his mom, he found I think it was a gay magazine that his mom had. And him and his cousin saw it and they're like, let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's try it out.
And
I want to try this move out.
But overall, like it's a crazy thing. But I think it's kind of like sad because when she had like it does like he is a kid, but I mean, for 13 and 14 is kind of old enough, right? But I mean, I think it's all difference based on where you grow up at and the household you're in. If it's like if you grow up in a household where all your parents are gay, you would just assume that that's okay or that's normal,
or it's not bad, or it's not sinful, or it's not any of that.
Yeah, because you would recreate what your parents do. You might even think that's the normal. But what do you think? What do you think? You think this is him? Like, what would you get from that of
I would
him
say
announcing this?
two possible roads exist, and one of them is that he's super gay and just like wants to like he's gonna turn out like who's Kid Cudi, dressing like putting dresses on and shit. He's gonna be like that. That's his next step. But it's either that or he's just trying to grab attention for something he's putting out. Regardless, he's gonna make money. He's gonna make money off it, whatever, because
And
everybody's talking about it. And
yeah, I told like if it's an
the song's not that
attention,
bad.
like, if it's an attention grabbing thing that he's doing, then he's getting what he wants. But like, I don't really care about this situation, and not like I don't really listen to Kanye like that anymore. So like it's whatever. I don't really care. But when Kanye goes on interviews or on camera and says things like Kendrick is not a good artist. Kendrick has no bars. I'm like, this dude's crazy. Like, okay, now you're really crazy. And it seems to me like
If he means it.
it seems like Kanye is crazy because Kanye is great within himself, but it seems like he can't let others shine. I think he's envious. I think based on just what I'm grabbing, based on how he's talking, he said like the dude asked him about K Dot, and he's like, "Who's that?" It's like I don't know who that is. You know who that is, bro. What are you talking about? And then he was saying that he was upset that Kendrick kind of beat down his nemesis, like because he hated Drake and he wanted to be the one to do that, stuff like that. So it seems like just on the way he's talking, it seems like pure jealousy. I'm like, how can you say? It's like when I go on these comments, especially if we go back to like the Drake and Kendrick feud or whatever the beef. When you look at these comments and you look at people talking about it even today, they say Kendrick wasn't even relevant before Drake. If you say some stupid shit like that, then I know you ain't with the culture. You're somebody who just hopped on. You're just here for the highlights. You're just here for the highlight reel. You're not a real hip hop person. If anybody, like if I met anybody and said Kendrick is not good or can't rap, I'll just ignore your opinion. Like,
That's not even worth debating.
yeah, like it's like I said, we are witnessing right now, and I'm like analyzing this shit. We are witnessing right now, like the peak of Kendrick right now, the peak, and this is the top of the top of the top of hip hop right now, the highest level right now. It's right now. It's happening in our lifetime right now. It's hip hop. This is for people who care about hip hop. It's happening right now. Like this is like we missed Tupac because I wasn't in that era. But right now we got Kendrick, and Kendrick is the closest thing to Tupac. Tupac's still number one. He'll always be number one. Nobody will top him because without Tupac, there's no Kendrick. But when you see these shows that Kendrick is putting on,
I haven't seen any of
I'm
them.
like, damn, this shit's fire.
Didn't somebody get dropped or something? The lady SZA, whatever her name is.
No, she's on tour with him.
Didn't somebody drop her or something? Like one
Drop
of the
her
guys?
like physically or
Yeah, like they tried to throw her or something,
oh, I don't know. I don't know.
and
about
they didn't
that.
catch her or some shit like that. I thought it was something like that. Something like that happened. I don't know.
So people to be saying that about Kendrick is crazy.
Kendrick's
Nah, people are tripping. Like if people say Kendrick, like people try to say that Drake is better. I mean, it might just be a preference thing, but if you're a real hip hop head, I don't see how. I don't see how you can say that when it's been proven before that Drake doesn't even write his songs. He might write a chunk of them, but he doesn't write all of them. Or in the past, he's had a ghostwriter. And the thing is, if in the past you had a ghostwriter, you kind of get eliminated because how can you get credit for rapping somebody else's shit?
how can you get credit?
That's been the thing forever, right?
Yeah, you're where you're at on by stepping on somebody else's head.
So it doesn't make any sense. You get automatically eliminated. But like these people who are not in tune or don't care and just here for the highlights, they're gonna say Drake is better. Drake is a hell of an artist.
He's all right.
He's one of the greatest as far as like an artist form. Like take out hip hop, but in the space of hip hop, he's not. He's up there. You know, I'm not saying he's not up there, but to me, when you're in hip hop and you rap and you don't write your shit I don't care if it was just one album you didn't write. It eliminates you because it's like it doesn't make sense anymore. That's the whole thing about like your skill level.
I be seeing a more like a lot of men, maybe not a lot, but I be seeing online that men be getting their nails done. Is that
I
starting to
think
be more common?
I think so because I think a lot of people have popularized it, especially famous people. Drake
But
does
what does
that.
that mean when you get your nails done? What does that mean?
It means you're gay.
But what do they do to it?
Like they paint it like a female does, like a different color. I
No,
know it doesn't mean you're gay, but that's a feminine quality. And why is men um adding to themselves female qualities? Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't care what people do. If you're a man, you want to paint your nails, go ahead. I'm not gonna insult you or nothing like that. But just me, when you look at me and you ask me personally, that's gay. I grew up with my father telling me, you can't wear earrings.
oh, I remember.
You can't wear earrings, that's gay.
Yeah.
I never even thought about wearing earrings. But my dad just told me maybe he was seeing that these kids were having earrings and he said that's gay.
Well, earrings are for women.
Earrings are for even if it was those little diamond ones, whatever they
Yeah.
had. So I never had an interest in that. Earrings are for women. So that to me is a feminine quality. Even
Do
though
you think that
nowadays
stems
the
from that?
earring, I don't really care. Like I don't really care. Like I don't like that doesn't look gay. You know, if you have an earring in, that doesn't look gay. But when you paint your nails, that looks gay.
You think that because every small, even if it's microscopic step, every step that from the 90s that was taken towards the womanhood or whatever, like earrings or like nails or whatever, um, led us to where we are now because it was allowed. Not that like they should be like, hey, you can't do this, you can't do this. But I'm just saying, look where we are now.
So you're blaming it on women?
I'm blaming it on like the parents not saying, hey, that's gay.
No, I just think people started. Oh shit, a woman. I don't know what the hell this shit's going on. I just think I think people try to push the line when it comes to fashion, and I think people want to be that first one, you know. But
So then you get Kid Cudi.
so then you start wearing dresses, but that's a female quality, you know. Even super tight jeans, you know,
It
or
looks a
skinny
little
jeans.
odd.
That's a girl thing.
Whenever I think of someone's like, when I see like Kid Cudi do stuff like that picture I seen of him wearing a dress, it makes me think like, like makes me wonder whether he's okay or not. Because you hear all these songs about him saying mental health stuff, and then you see that, and you're like, okay, well, is he doing good or what?
That makes sense. But I think
My
that's just him. Like, I think people are like, "Hey, I just want to express myself freely, and I don't care what people think about me." And when you say it like that, yeah, you should. But you can't help. People are gonna have opinions.
my dad, when I remember when we were younger, or not my dad, but there's in high school, I remember a girl's like, you should get your ear pierced. You look cute with them, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, whatever, because you're a kid, right? You say whatever fuck you, just to think to let everybody thinks you're cool. And then I remember coming home and I'm like, yeah, I'm not asking him.
Oh, my dad.
Yeah, I'm not asking him shit because he's gonna be like, no. I already knew he was gonna get. For some reason, I thought he was gonna get upset, but I never built the courage to be like, hey, can I do this? Nah, hell no. Good thing I didn't though. Yeah, I don't miss. I feel like if I could get rid of the tattoos like this, I'd get rid of them. I'll be clean. Scrub, like what's it called? A clean skin or whatever.
Why? Why would you do that?
Just cause seemed like it was done for the wrong reasons, and now that I look at it, it's like people probably think of me a certain way as soon as they make sight. Like when they make when they see the tattoos, automatically they probably get an opinion of me right away. Boom.
Yeah, that's probably true. But I mean, I think tattoos are fairly common nowadays.
I know, but I don't want to
Like
be part of the common ones.
Everybody
And especially
has
because
tattoos.
it was for the wrong reasons. So if I could get it, if it was like $300, boom, done. Get rid of
There
them.
is laser removal.
Yeah, but that takes forever, and it hurts, and it's expensive.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it was like $500 in one treatment, $500, boom, done. But I don't want scars. Like I don't
Yeah, I
want.
don't think you get scars. I think
I
it
want it
will
to
clean
be.
up. It'll heal.
I want if it looked like exactly like if I never would have got them, like you wouldn't be able to tell for shit. Then I might.
It would get like that eventually over time, but it just take time. But people like you said, people painting their nails is one thing, right? But men be rocking purses now. So, well, not men. I would say like famous people.
Well, the kid,
They rock purses.
our porter, he has a purse.
Who's that?
He's a kid. I don't know his name.
Oh,
At work,
he
he
wears a
like
purse.
he grabs cars and puts them out back and up front like that, and he wears a purse. It's like a small one, but it's a purse. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. I don't say he whatever. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you
I
want.
don't care
It
either. But it's
just
like,
looks like odd because you never see. It's not common. So it's gonna bring eyes to you because it's uncommon.
but you can tell just with your eyes what's feminine and what's masculine. That's why it doesn't go together. It's like putting the Dodge part in a different model of car.
And it doesn't fit.
Yeah, it's just like
And it just got
it
tape.
just sticks out, huh? It just sticks out. Like, what's going on here? Like, and then maybe I don't know. You think that can be a sign of like attention seeking too, or is that just people want being themselves?
Probably both. But if you think about it, though, when you stand out, it's easy to find people that think alike, right? Because you're like, it's kind of like a beacon. You're kind of like signaling to anyone other who is like of the same mindset that, hey, I'm down if you're down, like that.
I guess that is true. When you wear something, well, I mean that kind of works. But even just a T-shirt, if you have a Raiders shirt on, people know he likes the Raiders, like that. So if you got nail polished and you got a purse on, might assume you're gay.
Yeah.
So a man might come at you. So
I told the kid I work with, I told him, hey, my gaydar is like on point. Like I told him because I went to go get Panda, and the dude at Panda, who gave me my order, he's like, "What's your name?" I told him Jesus, and he looked, and he's like, "Is that really you though?" And then I had my Sarah shit on, so it has my name tag right there, and he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, it is you." I'll just make sure, but he's in the way I can't mimic the way he said it. It was super gay, how he was speaking to me. I'm like, this dude gay, and he's like 6 foot, 300 pounds. This dude gay. My gaydar went off hella fast. Hey, this dude gay. Get away from him.
get away from him.
And then I told Aaron, like, he's like, how good is your gaydar though? And I'm like, it's pretty good because that shit went off when first time I met you, shit went off.
Oh shit!
And he's like, I thought I did well to cover it. Nah,
That's like when we went and go eat at that spot at the K-Pot. The dude had a name tag and it said she them, and it was a guy.
I don't know what that means though too.
That means he wants to be referred to as a she or a them.
But what does them mean? Like, how do you address that? How do you address the them or they?
I don't know. I think you call them them instead of she.
It just sounds worse though. It sounds like an insult.
I don't. That's what they chose. I don't know.
It sounds discriminatory to be.
I don't really care, right? I don't really care. You like
that was a dude.
That was a dude, and he had a she they thing. She them, not she they. That's a different one. She them. I don't really care, and this is America. So if you want to do that, you should be able to do it. I got no problems with it. It's not like I have a hatred towards when I see them like give me a different waiter. Nah, I don't care. As long as you're friendly, cool, whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't care. That don't bother me. But it is weird because, like you said, we don't understand it.
And that's not like I'm interested in it. Like I want to understand it. I just don't. Whenever I see it, I'm like, okay, I don't know how to react to this.
Well, I said usually too. It's probably a good thing that usually I don't address people as
sir,
or them, or ma'am, or she, or whatever. I don't do that unless it's an older person. Seniors. This one's like ma'am, whatever. Imagine that. calling somebody ma'am. And have you seen that video of that dude that working at Walmart? And the dude's like, "Hey, ma'am, can you help me?" He's like, "I'm not a man." It was a big dude dressed like a girl. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am." He's like, "I told you, I'm not a fucking man." Bro, you're showing real masculine things, huh? It's like I don't understand. Like there was also like in a debate, it was a woman turned into a man, and they started debating. I think of like I think the realities of that she's not really a man, and she's the one that chose to come and spoke. She's a she, but she's a dude now. But she's not really a dude. She can never be a dude. But she came and her way was to be super aggressive with everything. Like she thinks manly masculine and being a man is all about aggression. So like she grabbed a chair and she hit it on the floor and then she spinned it. You know how like you could sit in a chair, like right here's the head where you can put your thing in. She thought that was manly, so she did that. And it's like men don't really sit like that, like whatever. And she's real loose and stuff, like. And it's like that's what I'm saying. Like you can try, but you'll never be a man. It's just not in your DNA. Like you can keep trying.
Yeah, I just don't know. I would like if I would think about it, women do have it easier, right? It seems like in this world, women have it easier, but I still would like to be a man. It's tight to just because it's like women, it's like you can be taken advantage of a lot easier. You're less strong. And like, I like being able to make decisions, especially because sometimes the decision making is like fit for a man. Like you have to make big decisions and the repercussions of those decisions you're gonna have to shoulder. So you just so like as a woman, it's tight to just be like, hey, I just gotta keep you fed, take care of the kids.
I think the way I think about it too is like I think it's because we're men. We know that in our head being a female is easier, and I don't want my life easier because I refer to that as bitch shit. When I take the easy way out or this, that's bitch shit. So when I think about being a female and taking that easy way, bitch shit. So for a man,
If let's say you met a woman that had money, like big boy money, and you didn't know she did, and after like dating her for a few months, you found out, and like she's like a she rock with you, you rock with her, and she was eventually it got serious, and then boom, you have a kid, and then she's like, hey, well, you don't have to work. Like I got a lot of money. You don't have to work. Just let me work. What are you doing? It's something that she can only do because it's like her family thing or something. She inherited or some shit.
I'm cleaning those dishes and I just playing. I don't know. I think I would wanna.
Cause somebody got to watch the kid.
That's the thing though, and it would be like if you're making a fuck ton of money, and the only way I can work is if you stop working. So if you're making a fuck ton of money, why would I gonna go work a minimum wage job and do that? So
I'm chilling.
what I would do is I would try to figure out some side hustle I could do from the crib.
I'll be chilling. I won't even work that hard.
I'll be slaying cocaine out the house.
Oh, like and deliver it with the baby bag and shit.
Yeah, I'd be Uber Eats for cocaine.
Nice.
And then you pay an extra $10 for fast delivery. Like that.
Freaking
That's the other thing you could do.
that'd be hella tight though. When I think of that, to be able to just chill all day forever till you die, man, that's tight.
Shit would get boring though.
Yeah, but there's once your kid is of age, you can travel.
I mean, having an unlimited amount of money, yeah.
Cause you can do whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want. You never have to worry about like, cause everything costs money. If you're trying to be healthy, it costs money. If you're trying to do anything, it costs money. Any project outside or indoors or whatever, it costs money. Any type of fun costs money, and shit costs a lot of money now.
Games went up to $80.
You think I think it's gonna get to 100, huh?
I think people will. I think they'll keep making excuses trying to bump it up. $80 is crazy. Like when you think about like the way it is going in America, people don't make money. People can't afford their homes. People can't afford other shit. So for price going up on video games, it's like people can barely afford it as when it was 60. You know, and now it's 70, and now it's 80. And not only that, they're raising the prices of the consoles, they're raising prices of the controllers, they're raising the prices of everything. And they're like, oh, because of tariffs and X, Y, and Z. But it's like you're a multi-billionaire corporation. We make freaking 50,000 a year or less.
And
we just want to play a game. Nah, fuck it. $80. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, because they got to continue profits to go up. Next year's profits got to be better.
No, it's all greediness.
Yeah,
it's all greedy. Like there's people in other countries where they don't adjust the pricing for their region, so it's crazy expensive. I can never afford this because they don't do that change in price. So people just refer to piracy because they can't afford it. It's too far gone, especially in countries where piracy is not even a crime over there. Well, they have no choice, you know, even if they wanted to support your shit. But it's crazy when you look at controllers and they're $70, $75. Games are $80 now. The Nintendo Switch is gonna be like $500.
The new one?
Yeah,
they already came out.
But right now, I would say it's the best time to switch from console to PC. It's the best time. These people are now fucking you.
So how much money? $1,000? I mean, that's still a lot of money though.
You don't need $1,000. You can build a PC with $500, $600.
And what's a PlayStation 5 run?
$500.
And you still gotta have a monthly membership.
You gotta pay PlayStation Plus. The PlayStation Store doesn't give you deals ever. You usually pay they do give you deals. That's a lie. But the deals are not nowhere near as good as like on PC. You can buy games for $2 on PC. You can't do that on PlayStation. And PlayStation console is cool and everything. I liked it. I used it forever, but just PC is way better. And it's the perfect time right now to invest your money into that. If you think about it, the PC pays itself. How much do you pay for a subscription? How much did we pay for PS Plus?
$100 a year.
$100 in 5 years. It pays for itself. Free online. Any game.
And you get cheaper games. And if you really are a techie, you can download them legally. You can, and then what's tight about the computer is that you could do everything. You could do everything, and then you can have Netflix, you can have all that shit, and then it's a lot easier to click instead of manage it. Like if you wanted to pay your light bill on PlayStation, you can, but it's just way more.
No,
wonky.
You can't.
You don't have a online.
They don't have a browser.
I thought they did.
PlayStation 5 doesn't.
Oh,
then because people were hacking that shit.
Oh, then you
through the browser. That's why it's just a computer. That what's tight about the computer is you're only limited to the person who's operating it. That's how crazy it is. Because if you want to do something and the computer doesn't know how to do it, you can teach it how to do it if you know what you're doing. That's why the computer it's crazy. People just use what they can use, but they don't know the real capabilities of this boy. Thank you for listening to the AB podcast. You can follow us in the links below. All our social medias are linked there. If you want to buy some merch, the merch that we're usually wearing in the podcast, you can buy it as well. The link will be below.